There you go.
Okay. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Thursday show. I am here with Quincy behind the camera. Bo and Dan are up at the store locking up. Daniel has posted. Ooh, one of these is on. Give me just a second. Oh, no. How do I turn this off? Yep, okay. I was like, the tablet's going. Where was I? Daniel has posted the $5 pre-show album before he split earlier today that Quincy has pinned at the top of the chat, I do believe. Possibly. Maybe not. But with that being said, Annie is actually taking the night off for a change. Hi, Sean. Hi, Reedy. Hello, Michael. So, with that being said, though, I do have a couple of announcements to make, a couple of things to talk about before we get into the books. But speaking of the books, I do have some slabs, I do have some actual novels, some read-along with records, and plenty of comics. But first, let's congratulate those Texas Rangers on the World Championship win. If you are in the Arlington area tomorrow, from what I am understanding, it may be very traffic heavy, so please be careful in the Arlington area if you are local. And just be careful of your surroundings in general. With that being said, though, we do have a new Comic Book Day album up because we had a unfortunate delay with our shipping for our Marvel books this week. We did get them in today. I did check them in. They are available up in that Facebook album. Same rules apply. We will end it tomorrow morning after 9 o'clock. We will go up to the store and pull everything that has been claimed and either get it into your pull tabs or get it on next week's invoice. Speaking of that, if you do need your books sooner rather than later, please do reach out and talk to us. You will unfortunately have to give us a little bit of time to make sure that we are able to get them to you sooner, but we should have no problem being able to do that if you contact us. If you are a pull list customer, your titles will be in there as of 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. I will be putting the books out tonight. Let's see. And Dan is full of jokes apparently tonight. With all that being said, though, with the holiday seasons coming up, please do be mindful. If you are a pull list customer and local with the store, please, as a reminder, please do come in once a month to pick up your pull list. That is a requirement of having a pull list with us. If you do have an invoice with us, we do ask that those invoices get taken care of 48 to 72 hours after receipt. So please be mindful of that. We will be sending out more and more reminders, and we will be reaching out to everyone that goes past that. So, but with all that being said, let's just jump into stuff with why y'all are here for those comics. So, in order to get this started, you must type the words claim and then try to get as much information to me as possible. Since we do have slabs, you must hit claim and then W1 as an example on the back row. If it is not on the back row, please do try to add as much detail as possible with the title. If it is on the A-frame, please do try to do A, B, C, and 1, 2, 3, or 4. So, with that being said, the first ones up are our slabs for tonight. I will be putting up everything on the cover cam before putting it up on the wall or the A-frame. So, first up is Action Comics number 26. It is CGC 5.0. It is blue label, off-white pages, and it is for 2000. Tiffy is apparently starting the night off big.
Go home.
Go big or go home. Okay, next up. Did I get that up too high? Okay. Next up is Detective Comics number 187. It is CGC 5.0. It is blue label, cream to off-white pages, and we have it for 1,250. Okay, is that better? These will be up on the back row the whole entire show, so if at any point y'all would like to claim it, please do so. Next up is X-Men number 12. It is CGC 5.0. It is blue label, off-white pages for $750. These are unbagged, but if you do claim them, we will make sure that they go into a bag. Hello, Ted. Thank you, Randy. We do try. Next up is X-Men number 48. It is CGC 8.0. It is blue label, white pages for $125. Okay, and last but not least for the slabs is X-Men number 112. It is CGC 9.2. It is blue label, white pages for $150. Just waiting for one of them to hit me in the head. Okay, we are going to start next with the comics. We will be going through a couple of rounds of the comics, and then we will switch it up probably to the novels and the records. Otherwise, if the mood strikes, I might just throw it in whenever. So, first up for the comics is X-Men number 222. Is graded at a 9.0 for $25. If anyone is watching Loki tonight, please, no spoilers. I will not be able to watch it until Andy does come back. So please, 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 no spoilers. I know it's not up for another hour and a half-ish, but please, no spoilers if the show goes out long. Please do not spoil anything. It's going to be a doozy. It's got to be a doozy. Next up is Sandman, number 10. It is graded at 9.2 for $15. It's the first appearance of Corinthian, Desire, and Despair. I got the name right.
Pronouncing words.
Yeah, I didn't think about it too hard. The more I think about it, the more I'm going to screw it up. I can just spread my piles on the table. Nice one, Sean. I wish that was true. Just as long as he doesn't turn this into spaghetti, we'll be okay. At G.I. Joe number 117, it is graded at 9.4 for $12. It is the first Ninja Force. Of course, if you've watched any of the trailers for episodes 5 and 6, apparently they don't care about not giving away spoilers because they are just completely spoiler filled.
Wow.
Have you not looked?
No.
Oh, it's... Yeah, they're pretty much giving it away.
I want to be surprised.
Next up is Punisher War Journal number 7. Excuse me. It has got Jim Lee art, graded at 9.4 for $12. Still feel bad for Vic, finally. That was so unexpected, too.
Right, Mom.
It's like I knew something was going to happen, but then it was a little like, okay. Matt would like to claim A2. He is claiming Sandman number 10, graded at 9.2 for $15. Thank you, sir. It's like I need small post-its. Got that for you. Next up is Amazing Spider-Man number 14. It is graded at 9.4 and is the Unknown Comics exclusive variant for $12. Well, welcome back, Patrick. Let's get these over. Yeah, I know. I am cheating. There's a hole, and I had to figure it. Shut up. Next up is Star Wars number 42. It is graded at a 5.0 for 100. It is the first Boba Fett. I'm watching you. Next up is Alien Worlds number 4. It is a Dave Stevens cover, graded at 8.0 for 18. Next up is Dazzler number 1. It is graded at a 6.0 for 15. I really don't know what I'm gonna like. I don't know what the next thing is though to watch after Loki. I mean, we're trying to slowly catch up on Mando because I'm not caught up on Mandalorian. Next up is Astonishing Tales number 23. It is graded at 5.0 for 45.
Did you see the trailer for the Hunger Games people?
Yes. That's why I was listening to the audiobooks for the last couple of days. And that's why I went back through the 3 movies, because it's supposed to be good. It looks really good. That's what got me started on that long conversation with you the other day. Next up is X-Men number 213. It is graded at 9.2 for 35. We're allowed to have conversations.
You said long conversation.
Sean, I actually have not. It is actually on the list. I try to watch certain stuff with Andy and try not to go ahead and go ahead of him. He actually got me started on The Boys, so I kind of feel with Gen V I have to wait on him. But maybe I might be able to do that one without him. We got Batman, The Long Halloween at number 1. It is graded at 9.6 for 80. I'm still waiting for us to figure out what we're going to do as a watch party to where we can start using that grill that we got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
He needs to start using his birthday present. Next up is Amazing Spider-Man number 328. It is a McFarlane cover, graded at 9.2 for 35. Yeah, Sean, I've seen nothing but good things about it. Plus, it's been apparently saying that there's supposed to be tie-ins to The Boys to help explain things and to potentially carry on the stories from The Boys until we get the season 4, which will probably never come. Are the writers off of strike? Or are they still on strike?
I don't know. I know the actors are back, right?
Yeah, Actors Guild, I think, has been back, but I don't know that the writers are off of strike yet. Got the Dark Crystal number 1. It is graded at 8.5 for 10. You ever watch Lost?
I think like the first season and all.
Yeah, they went into a. Oh, okay. Thank you, Michael. It says writers are off off strike.
Yeah.
I was watching Lost when writers went on strike, so it was like one of the seasons was wonky. Next up is Radioactive Man number 1. It is got the poster. It graded at 8.0 for 20. That is the glow-in-the-dark cover.
Yeah, that writer strike killed heroes.
Yeah. Gonna go ahead and do last call for that top row. We've got X-Men number 222, graded at 9.0 for 25. Got G.I. Joe number 117, graded at 9.4 for 12. Got Punisher War Journal number 7, graded at 9.4 for 12. And Amazing Spider-Man number 14, graded at 9.4 for 12. Next up is Invincible, number 120. It is graded a 9.4 for 30. It is the Death of Battle Beast.
You seeing those spoilers, bro.
I said no spoilers for Loki. I did specify. Next up is Witchblade number 10. It is graded a 9.4 for 20. It is the first appearance of Darkness. Which is not what I read the first time I read that post-it. Javier is claiming a 1. He's claiming Radioactive Man number 1 with poster, graded at 8.0 for 20. Thank you, sir. Got that for you. Next up is X-Men number 212. It is graded at 9.2 for 35. I actually watched the Witchblade TV show. Did you ever watch that?
Who was the actress?
Oh, I don't remember. I can picture her in my head, but I don't know her name.
Yeah, I watched a couple episodes. I was like, man, it's not.
I was okay with it the first time around, and then they like did a reboot on it, and I was just like, Got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Flaming Carrot number 1. It is graded at 9.0 for 10.
Why'd you laugh?
It is a crossover series. I'm gonna go ahead and do last call for the middle row as Quincy exits out because he knows I'm about to throw something at him. We got Star Wars number 42, graded at 5.0 for 100. We got Alien Worlds number 4, graded at 8.0 for 18. We got Dazzler number 1, graded at 6.0 for 15. And we've got Astonishing Tales number 23, graded at 5.0 for 45. Joshua would like X-Men. Oh, where is it? Yep. Okay. Joshua wants Uncanny X-Men number 212, rated at 9.2 for 35. Thank you, sir. Okay, we got that for you. Okay, let's see here. Next up is Star Wars at number 43. It is graded at 5.0 for 20. Got Sandman number 2. It is graded at 8.0 for 10. Got Secret Origins number 14. It is a newsstand edition, graded at 9.2 for 10. It is featuring Suicide Squad. Got Justice League of America number 194. It is graded at 9.4 for 10. Matt would like to claim B2. He is claiming Sandman number 2, graded at 8.0 for 10. Thank you, sir. Okay, Michael is claiming B3, which is Secret Origins number 14 newsstand edition, graded at 9.2 for 10. Thank you, sir. Got that for you. Okay, next up is Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 20. It is graded at 9.4 for 25. We got Dawn number 1. It's only a comic book variant from 1995, graded at 9.2 for 15. The X-Men on the back wall is X-Men number 12. It is CGC 5.0 off-white pages for $7.50. That is W3. W4 is X-Men number 48. It is CGC 8.0 white pages for $125. And then W5 is X-Men number 112, CGC 9.2 for $150. Next up is Sensational She-Hulk number 1. It is the newsstand edition, graded at 8.0 for $18. And then go ahead and do last call for the bottom row. We've got Uncanny X-Men number 213, graded at 9.2 for $35. We got Batman Long Halloween number 1. It is graded at 9.6 for $80. Got Amazing Spider-Man number 328 McFarlane, graded at 9.2 for $35. And Dark Crystal number 1, graded at 8.5 for $10. Joshua is claiming C1, which is Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 20, graded at 9.4 for $25. Thank you, sir. Get that down for you. Next up is Sandman number 3. It is graded at 9.2 for $15. Crap. Nope. Did I pick the wrong one? Joshua, did I pick up the wrong one, sir? I believe I actually did. Javier, I believe Joshua actually was trying to claim. Let me see if I could go back a little bit. Well, this thing ain't gonna let me now. Joshua, let me know, sir, if you were actually trying to claim Sensational She-Hulk number 1 newsstand, graded at 8.0 for $18. Let me know, sir. Matt is claiming the Sandman number 3, graded at 9.2 for $15. Thank you, sir. I might need Quincy's assistance in just a second, if he's available. Next up is Punisher War Journal number 6. It is a Jim Lee cover, graded at 9.2 for $18. Ryan is claiming a 4, which is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Flaming Carrot number 1 crossover. It's graded at 9.0 for $10. Thank you, sir. If Quincy is within earshot, I need assistance, please, sir. Next up is Tales of Leonardo Blind Sight, which should also be Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 4, graded at 7.0 for $75. And actually, before I say that fully, Let me double check. It is actually just Tales of Leonardo Blind Sight, Volume 1, Number 4. Graded as 7.0 for 75. Got Akira number 1. It is a first print, graded at 9.4 for 75. Okay, next up is Spider-Man 2099. It is number 1. It is the red foil, graded at 8.0 for 12. You got Sandman number 4. It is graded at 9.2 for 65. Gonna go ahead and do last call for the top row. We've got Invincible number 120, graded at 9.4 for 30. Got Witchblade number 10, graded at 9.4 for 20. Okay, let's see here. Actually, let's go on to some books. Okay, let's actually do the novels first. Okay, first up on the novels is Batman. It is a 6th print. It is graded at 8.5 for 10. I'm going to put that there so where y'all can see the whole cover. Kind of did this a little wonky. Matt is claiming Sandman number 4, graded at 9.2 for 65. Thank you, sir. Javier is claiming the Batman novel. It is the 6th print, graded at 8.5 for 10. Thank you, sir. Okay, next up is, let's see here. Got Batman and Robin. It is a first print and from 1997. It is graded at a 7.5 for 10. I understand that, sir. Sometimes I do not plan on starting series, and then Andy goes in the back and finds a whole box, and then I have a whole nother box sitting next to me. Next up is Solomon Kane. It is by Robert E. Howard for $5. Okay. Cecil is claiming Solomon Kane for $5. Thank you, sir. Got that for you. And I'm assuming that Quincy is lost to the wind. And I'm never going to get him back in here. Next up is The Howard Collector by Robert E. Howard. It is a first print paperback original from 1979, graded at 8.0 for 12. He'll be Quincy. So I have an issue. Joshua Tubble. He said C1. I read it wrong and pulled that. I need to see if that's what he was trying to claim. Can you message him? because he never responded in the chat. So I don't know which one he was actually trying to claim because I don't remember where it was actually on the board.
Okay.
Like I don't know if I pulled that off and then put that one in its place or not. Because Tiffy got a little confused. Hey, I'm being honest. Next up is Conan the Barbarian. It is a first edition from 1982, graded at a 7.5 for 15. It is the movie version. Cecil is claiming Howard the Collector. Thank you, sir. For 12. I wasn't for sure if you were if you had heard me.
I did not.
And I don't think my text went through either.
Okay.
Yeah. Next up is Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. It is the first edition, graded at 9.2 for 12. That was a first appearance, sir. He has made, unfortunately, a camo a couple of times. Cameo. Next up is The Blade of Conan. It is a first paperback original from 1979. It is graded at a 7.0 for 10. Okay, next up is Stanley Kubrick's Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. It does say number 6 on the spine for $5. Realize that the post-its kind of cover the whole entire cover. That's why I'm doing it the way I'm doing it. Okay, next up is The Further Adventures of Batman, volume number 2, featuring the Penguin. It is a first paperback original from 1992. It is graded at a 9.2 for 12.
He was trying to get the X-Men 213. He said his feed wasn't live. So you can't have it.
So I already pulled it off, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me 1 second there, guys. Let me get this straightened out. Okay, Joshua was claiming the Uncanny X-Men number 213, graded at 9.2 for 35. Got that for you, Josh? And I believe Javier was trying to claim the Sensational Shield number 1 newsstand, graded at 8.0 for 18. Javier, if that's the one you're still wanting, please let me know, sir. I will put your name on it. I will put back the Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 20, graded at 9.4 for 25. Cecil is claiming the Blade of Conan. It is the first paperback original from 1979, graded at 7.0 for 10. Thank you, sir.
7.0.
7.0? No, you're fine.
That was fun.
And thank you for the help, because I wouldn't have been able to do it.
No, it's alright. I'm sorry I didn't hear you.
I know, it's fine. Okay. Next up is Raiders of the Lost Ark. It is a second print for $5. Okay, and the maybe one more novel. Last novel for a bit is Conan The Road of Kings. It says number 4 on the spine. It is a first print from 1979, graded at 7.5 for 10. Probably not gonna fit. We'll do it like that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do last call for the middle row. We've got Star Wars number 43, graded at 5.0 for 20. We've got Justice League of America number 194, graded at 9.4 for 10. We've got Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 20, graded at 9.4 for 25. And we've got Dawn number 1. It's only a comic book variant from 1995, graded at 9.2 for 15. Okay, next up, we've got Star Trek number 3, The Search for Spock. It is the read-along with a vinyl. The sleeve/book is a VG+. The vinyl is a near mint minus for 10. Okay, the next up is Walt Disney's Story of Dumbo. It is $5. Apparently we did not grade the book or the vinyl of that one. Michael Scanlon is claiming the Star Trek thingy, which is Star Trek number 3, The Search for Spock read-along for $10. Thank you, sir. Got that for you. Next up is Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back. It is the read-along. The book is graded at a VG+. The vinyl is graded at excellent for 12. Next up is Star Trek in Vino Vertus. The sleeve is graded as a VG Excellent. The vinyl is also graded as a VG Excellent for 8. Bo is wanting to claim the Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back read-along for 12. Thank you, sir. Thank you for locking up tonight. We got that for you. Next up is Star Trek The Motion Picture read-along. The sleeve and book is graded at a VG Excellent. The vinyl is graded at a near mint minus for 10. I got comics everywhere. Okay, we gotta finish out the A-frame with the vinyl. Okay, next up is Star Wars Droid World The Further Adventures read-along. The book and sleeve is graded as excellent. The vinyl is graded as an excellent near mint for 12. Bo is claiming Star Wars Droid World read-along for 12. Thank you, sir. Next up is Superman Witherspoon's Catalyst? CaralYst. It is a Neil Adams classic art. The book / sleeve is VG plus. The vinyl is VG excellent for 10. Oh, I know, Bo. I used to have a couple of these, especially this next one. Next one up is Star Wars Return of the Jedi. The Ewoks Join the Fight read-along. The book is graded as an excellent. The vinyl is graded as a near mint minus for 12. Gonna go ahead and do last call for the bottom row. We've got Punisher War Journal number 6, graded at 9.2 for 18. We've got Tales of Leonardo Blindside number 4, graded at 7.0 for 75. We've got Akira number 1. It is a first print, graded at 9.4 for 75. And we've got Spider-Man 2099 number 1, red foil, graded at 8.0 for 12. Bo is claiming the Star Wars Return of the Jedi, the Ewoks Join the Fight read-along for 12. Thank you, sir. Next up is Plastic Man, Metamorpho, the Element Man read-along. It is, the sleeve is graded as a VG. The vinyl is graded as a near mint minus for 12. It actually says on the bottom, the invasion of the Plastic Man, Fumo, the Fire Giant. Okay, next up is Star Trek number 2. It is the Wrath of Khan read-along. The sleeve is graded as an excellent. The vinyl is excellent near mint for 10. Michael Stewart is claiming Plastic Man for 12. Thank you, sir. It is that one right there. Okay. You got that 140? Next up is Star Wars Return of the Jedi read-along for 5. It does look like it does have a few issues to it, which I do believe is why it was not graded out. Now, Sean, you are a man going after Quincy's heart right there. Next up is Star Wars read-along. The book is graded as a VG. The vinyl is a VG excellent for 10. Okay. We actually did have another copy of the Star Wars. This one is graded as, the book is a VG minus. The vinyl is a VG read-along for 8. We have one for 10 and one for 8. And we also had another copy of Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back read-along. The book on this one is graded as a VG. The vinyl is an excellent, and this one is for 10. I'm going to go ahead and do last call for the top row. We've got Batman and Robin first print book graded at a 7.5 for 10. We've got Conan the Barbarian, the movie edition, first edition from 1982, graded at 7.5 for 15. We've got Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, first edition, graded at 9.2 for 12. We've got Stanley Kubrick's Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, for 5. You got Batman, The Further Adventures of Batman Volume 2 featuring the Penguin. First edition from 1992, graded a 9.2 for 12. Hello, Jim. Got Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, second print for 5. And we've got Conan, The Road of Kings, which is number 4. It is a first print from 1979, graded at 7.5 for 10. Okay, let's get back to some comics for a bit, and then we will move along to get back to some of those novels. Cecil is claiming Conan, The Road of Kings, which is number 4. It's a first print from 1979, graded at 7.5 for 10. Thank you, sir. Okay. Oop, actually, I did forget about 2 more books with records that we've got, and then we will move on to the comics. Next up, which is book and record set for The Monster of Frankenstein. It is number PR14. The book is graded at a 6.0. The vinyl is graded at fine for 30. It does have a 45 in it as well. Okay, and last but not least for the books and records is Superman. It is number PR33. The book is graded as 7.0. The vinyl is graded as a very fine minus for 10. Okay. Now we can get back into some of the comics. Okay, next up is Star Wars number 41. It is graded at a 5.0 for 10. It is the first Yoda in comics. And go ahead and do last call for the middle row. We've got Walt Disney's Story of Dumbo for 5. So read along. Got Star Trek in Veno Vertis for 8. Got the Star Trek The Motion Picture read along for 10. And we've got Superman Neil Adams cover art for 10. Which is also another read along. Okay, next up is Sandman number 5. It is graded at 9.2 for 15. It is the first appearance of Merv Pumpkinhead. Merv the Pumpkinhead. Next up is Justice Society of America number 1. It is a newsstand edition, graded at 9.4 for 15. Matt is claiming Sandman number 5, graded at 9.2 for 15. Thank you, sir. Got that for you. Next up is Spawn Batman one shot from Frank Miller. It is graded at 8.0 for 10. Got Star Wars number 94. It is graded at 8.5 for 15. Got Lady Death Sacrificial Annihilation number 2. It is the premium foil edition, graded at 9.8 for 70. Gonna go ahead and do last call for the bottom row. We've got Star Trek number 2, The Wrath of Khan read along for 10. We've got Star Wars Return of the Jedi read along for 5. We've got Star Wars read along for 10. Graded at a VG and a VG excellent. And then we have a Star Wars read along graded at a VG minus, a VG for 8. Next up is Sandman number 6. It is graded at 9.4 for 18. Oh, I lost a post-it. Okay, next up is Lucifer, number 1. It is from the 2000 series, graded at 9.4 for 20. Matt is claiming the Sandman, number 6, graded at 9.4 for 18. Thank you, sir. Got that for you. Next up is the Incredible Hulk and Wolverine number 1. It is reprinting Hulk number 180 and 181. It's graded at 7.5 for 10. Got Marvel Spotlight number 13 is graded at 6.0 for 35 and is the origin of Son of Satan. Next up is Red Sonja, Age of Chaos number 2. It is the Unknown Comics exclusive variant. Rated at 9.6 for 70. I'm going to go ahead and do last call for the top row. We've got Star Wars Empire Strikes Back, read along for 10. We've got book and record set The Monster of Frankenstein, PR14 for 30. And then we've got book and recording set for Superman, PR33 for 10. Next up is Preacher number 1. It is graded at 9.0 for 70. Yes, sir, she has been. That is what Daniel called earlier the butt cover. Next up is Sandman number 7. It is graded at a 9.2 for 10. He took a preview picture and had to point it out. I already have one, Dan. That's why I didn't buy it. Why I didn't say anything. I already have one. Next up is Veronica, number 198. It is the direct edition, graded at 9.2 for 25. Next up is Uncanny X-Men number 201. It is graded at 8.0 for 10. It's the first appearance of Cable as a baby. Now we have gone into DBS After Dark. Next, we are going to call last call for the bottom or for middle row. We've got Star Wars number 41, graded at 5.0 for 10. Got Justice Society of America number 1 newsstand, graded at 9.4 for 15. We got Spawn Batman one shot by Frank Miller, graded at 8.0 for 10. And we've got Star Wars number 94, graded at 8.5 for 15. Matt is claiming A3, which is Sandman number 7, graded at 9.2 for 10. Thank you, sir. And to go ahead and get this out the way, I'm going to go ahead and put up Sandman number 9. It is graded at 9.2 for 12. It's the first appearance of Nada. Should be the last Sandman I've got in my pile. Next up is Dazzler number 3, graded at 9.2 for 10. Matt is claiming the last Sandman number 9, graded at 9.2 for 12. Thank you, sir. Next up is Akira number 3. It is the first print, graded at 9.0 for 15. Got Justice League number 1. It is a newsstand edition, graded at 7.0 for 12. Got Purgatory number 1. It is graded at 9.4 for 20. It is Purgatory Love Bites number 1. And go ahead and do last call for the bottom row. Got Lady Death Sacrificial Annihilation number 2. It is the premium foil edition, graded at 9.8 for 70. Got Lucifer number 1 from the 2000 run, graded at 9.4 for 20. Got the Incredible Hulk and Wolverine number 1 reprint, graded at 7.5 for 10. And we've got Marvel Spotlight number 13, graded at 6.0 for 35. Okay, we're going to do the bottom row, and then I am going to put up the last row of novels. Got Wolverine at number 2. It is graded at 9.0 for 25. Eric is claiming B2. He is claiming Dazzler number 3. It is graded at 9.2 for 10. Thank you, sir. Javier, are you still on by chance, sir? I did still have a question about that Sensational She-Hulk number 1 if you still needed it. Next up is Star Wars number 45. It is graded at 6.5 for 10. Next up is G.I. Joe, A Real American Hero, number 115, graded at 9.2 for 10. Okay. See, next up is Batman, The Further Adventures. Well, actually, nope. Yes. Batman, The Further Adventures of Batman, volume number 3, featuring Catwoman. It is a first print from 1993, graded at 9.4 for 20. Gonna go ahead and do last call for the top row. We've got Red Sonja, Age of Chaos number 2, the Unknown Comics exclusive variant, graded at 9.6 for 70. Got Preacher number 1, graded at 9.0 for 70. And Veronica number 198, direct edition, graded at 9.2 for 25. Got Splinter of the Mind's Eve. It is a third print, graded at 8.5 for 12. Something up? Oh, all right. Thank you. Next up is the Batman Murderers. It is the first print from 1990, graded at 9.4 for 10. Oh, my hands are just all up in overcam. Step is the Further Adventures of the Joker. It is a first print from 1990, graded at 9.2 for 20. He has been a massive helper today. Not that he isn't every day. Next up is Batman to Stalk a Spectre. It is a first print from 1991, graded at 9.0 for 10. Oh, Owen does want it. Okay, Javier did want the Sensational Shield #1, the newsstand edition, graded at 8.0 for 18. Thank you, sir. Take off the question mark. So then later I'm not. Okay, Ryan wants C4, which is G.I. Joe Real American Hero #115, graded at 9.2 for 10. Thank you, sir. It actually helped if I read the numbers right the first one. I wouldn't have gotten so confused. Michael Scanlon is claiming Batman to stalk a Spectre. First print, graded at 9.0 for 10. Thank you, sir. Okay, the next one, we've got 2 copies of it at 2 different grades. So the first one up is The Further Adventures of Batman. It is a first paperback original from 1989. This one is graded at 9.4 for 15. And the last paperback book of the night is also The Further Adventures of Batman. This one is graded at 9.0 for 12. Okay. We're going to do 2 more rows of the A-frame, and then we can go a little bit longer. We can go longer than that. Never mind. Okay, next up is Superman, the Man of Steel, #18. It is a first print, graded at 8.0 for 10. I'm going to go ahead and do last call for the middle row. We got Uncanny X-Men #201. It is graded at 8.0 for 10. Got Akira #3. It is a first print, graded at 9.0 for 15. We got Justice League #1 newsstand edition, graded at 7.0 for 12. And if anyone is looking for numbers like 170 through 280-ish for Uncanny X-Men, please do shout it out. We do have almost half a short box of X-Men that I will not be getting through onto this show tonight. So if you are looking for specific numbers, please do not hesitate to ask. Next up is Umbrella Academy #1. It is rated at 9.6 for 80. Got the new Guardians number 2. It is graded at 9.4 for 25. It's the first appearance of Snowflame. That's not what I thought it said at first. Oh, it is DBS After Dark. It's been a long day, guys. Not that it normally isn't, but today has been a day. Next up is Star Wars Darth Maul number 1. He will never die. It is a photo variant graded at 9.6 for 45. He just never dies. I'm still waiting for him to come back on Ahsoka. Oh, come on. If they can bring back the other people, that there's some way, somehow that...
He's gone, bro. Oh, we got him.
Sure, but come on.
We finally got him in the desert, man. We got him.
Next up is Invincible number 98. It is a homage variant, graded at 9.4 for 20. If I've learned anything from comics, it's that nobody ever truly stays dead. Gonna do last call for the bottom row. Got Purgatory Love Bites number 1, graded at 9.4 for 20. Got Wolverine number 2, graded at 9.0 for 25. And we've got Star Wars number 45, graded at 6.5 for 10.
Except for Uncle Ben and Batman.
See, I knew you were going to go there. I knew you were going to say that.
Batman's parents.
Man.
They always say that.
I knew you were going to bring Uncle Ben into it. Why you got to bring him in, man?
Uncle Ben always did. See? Somebody else did it.
You guys are killing me with Uncle Ben. Got Archie and Friends number 100 as a newsstand edition, graded at 9.4 for 40. Yeah. Okay, I concede. Man. Wrong.
It's dark.
Yeah, more ways than one. That's just wrong. We got Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 21, graded at 9.2 for 30. Hell, did he bring back anybody? No, Uncle Ben.
Even did.
Or Aunt May.
She died and came back.
But still.
Yeah.
That was awfully painful. I saw something. We'll have to talk after the show.
Okay.
Because I haven't watched the Doctor Strange. I always want to call it Doctor Strange in the Mouth of Madness, but it's not. It's the multiverse one.
The Mouth of Madness.
Have you ever watched that?
What?
If y'all have not watched Mouth of Madness with Sam O'Neill, and y'all like horror movies, please do yourself a favor and watch that movie. It's an older movie, but it's totally worth the watch. We got Uncanny X-Men number 236. It is graded at 9.4 for 10. It's about a publicist who ends up trying to research about an author that's books are basically making everybody go insane. Mm-hmm. And it poses the question, what happens when the insane outweigh the sane? It's a trippy movie if you like do the deep dive into it, but it's freaking amazing. Like, and Sam O'Neill really does some great horror movies. Because Event Horizon, he was in that one too. Got Immortal Hulk number 8. It is graded at 9.4 for 45. It's the first appearance of Gamma Flight.
Jurassic Park.
That's not a horror movie, bro.
Jurassic Park is a horror movie.
Oh, whatever.
How is Jurassic Park not a horror movie?
Whatever. We are not going to get talking about that. I'm going to do last call for the top row. Got Further Adventures of Batman Volume 3 featuring Catwoman. It has a first print graded at 9.4 for 20. Got Splinter of the Mind's Eye third print graded at 8.5 for 12. Got the Batman Murders. The Batman Murders first print graded at 9.4 for 10. You got Further Adventures of the Joker first print graded at 9.2 for 20. Got Further Adventures of Batman. This one graded a 9.4 for 15, and then the 9.0 for 12. And they actually, the author in The Mouth of Madness is named Sutter Kane. They actually made his books as well for a whole entire book series. And they are extremely expensive and hard to find. Next up is G.I. Joe number 116, graded at 9.2 for 10.
After the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and Michael's right. It's based on the Clive Barker story. And I've owned 4 different copies of that, and every single time I loan it out, I never get it returned back to me.
Now I gotta go do more research on it.
Got Dazzler number 7. It is graded at 9.0 for 10.
But if it was an author, would it be in the hand of that?
No, because it's the whole.
Okay.
Just watch it. Trust me, just watch it. Ryan wants G.I. Joe number 116, graded at 9.2 for 10. Thank you, sir. No, because the whole premise of it is really, yes, reading this guy's books makes you go insane, but the whole backstory about it is trying to get you to realize of what happens if in the world the insane replace the sane. Because as it stands now, there are more sane people than insane people. What would happen to the world if you flipped it? And that's the deeper thing of the movie.
Gotcha.
Oh man.
Touche.
Okay, yeah, I like that one. Touche. Next up is the Unbelievable Gwenpool number 25. It's graded at 9.8 for 70. Oh man. Oh, we could do this all night. Talking about movies. Oh man. Oh, come on. Battle of the Michaels. Got Uncanny X-Men number 211, graded at 9.2 for 25. It is the first Marauders. Oh man, that's funny. Got Thor, God of Thunder number 6. It is a first print, graded at 9.0 for 45. It's the first cameo appearance of Null, Origin of Gore. I'm like, am I saying that right? Cool. Gotta go ahead and do last call for the middle row. We've got Superman, the Man of Steel, number 18. It is a first print, graded at 8.0 for 10. We've got the Umbrella Academy, number 1. It is graded at 9.6 for 80. We've got the New Guardians, number 2, graded at 9.4 for 25. And Star Wars Darth Maul, number 1, photo variant. Excuse me, graded at 9.6 for 45. Next up is G.I. Joe number 118. It is graded at 9.4 for 10. And that is why my shoe is feeling weird. It is untied. Now watch me fall flat on my face.
That's how you in the show.
That's how I no.
The bloody nose.
No, that's how I end the show. I break my leg. But I'm bump. Next up is Tomb of Dracula number 64, graded at 9.4 for 25.
If you're listening, I got nothing to do with that one, guys.
I take responsibility for that one. I'm sure I'm gonna get my comeuppance in the next couple of days anyway. Ryan is claiming B2, which is G.I. Joe number 118, graded at 9.4 for 10. Thank you, sir. Ryan, if I've been saying your name is Ryan, a little stressed, I'm sorry. We actually have a guy named Ryan on the show, and every time I see your first name, it makes me think of saying it that way. Next up is Shadow of Towers, number 7. It is graded at 9.0 for 55.
Ready to go.
What?
making y'all feel less than.
You know what?
She's gonna kill me, guys.
I might. I just might. I might not have been. It's just I'm hearing it in the back of my head like I have been, and now Quincy just trying to give me crap. Next up is Strange Academy number 3. It is the Timeless Alex Ross variant, graded at 9.2 for 12. Next up is Star Wars Empire number 4. It is graded at 9.8 for 55. Gonna go ahead and do last call for the bottom row. We got Invincible number 98 Homage variant, graded at 9.4 for 20. Got Archie and Friends number 100 Newsstand edition, graded at 9.4 for 40. Got Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 21, graded at 9.2 for 30. And we've got Uncanny X-Men number 236, rated 9.4 for 10. Okay, I think I'm going to do one more round of the A-frame and then call it a night, because I do still have to go up to the store and I do have to go up to the store and still put up the missing Marvel books up there. So, next up is the Transformers number 8. It is a newsstand edition, graded at 9.2 for 55. Yeah, there's some. Are you looking? Well, you piqued somebody's interest now. There's been some interesting covers on there. There was one on FOC, like, I think 2 weeks ago that I caught, but I had put it up live, and it was an uncensored version.
What?
I'll tell you after the show.
Okay.
Uncanny X-Men number 210 is graded at 9.4 for 25. It was a collection of artists of a specific type.
How'd that get past censorship?
Because I wasn't paying attention. I completely was not paying attention to that one. Next up is Venom number 19. It is graded at 9.2 for 10. It is the Amazing Mary Jane variant. Javier is claiming C2. He is wanting Transformers number 8 newsstand edition, graded at 9.2 for 55. Thank you, sir.
Is this the Superman Batman cover? Sorry.
Next up is Vampirella number 1. Is the Marat Michaels cover from Comics Elite exclusive variant. It is signed with a COA. It is still sealed. It is 269 of 400, graded at a 9.4 for 35. That was a mouthful of a title.
Yeah.
Hey, we're going to do last call for the top row. We've got Immortal Hulk number 8, graded at 9.4 for 45. Got Dazzler number 7, graded at 9.0 for 10. Got Unbelievable Gwenpool number 25, graded at 9.8 for 70. And Uncanny X-Men number 211, graded at 9.2 for 25. Got Star Wars number 57, graded at 8.0 for 10. That was my name.
Pop on that?
Yeah. Got War is Hell number 10. It is graded at 7.0 for 20. Got Web of Spider-Man number 1. It is graded at 9.6 for 70. Got Venomized number 1. It is the Unknown Comics exclusive variant, graded at 9.2 for 15. Ow! It popped again. Yeah, go ahead and do last call for the middle row. Got Thor, God of Thunder number 6. It is a first print, graded at 9.0 for 45. Got Tomb of Dracula number 64, graded at 9.4 for 25. Got Tower of Shadows number 7, graded at 9.0 for 55. And Strange Academy number 3, Timeless Alex Ross variant, graded at Strange Academy number 3, Timeless Alex Ross variant, graded at 9.2 for 12. I waste the last bit of it, though. I'm like, got Uncanny X-Men number 246. It is graded at 9.2 for 10.
You're over glitching.
Yeah. Spaghetti! Wait, time to be a hero. Time to be a hero.
Like,
You're never going to be him.
at all.
We're just totally doing spoilers. Okay, next up is Hulk number 345. It's a McFarlane cover, graded at 6.5 for 12. Now watch, somebody's gonna send me direct spoilers because I did all that. Oh yeah, well, you were saying it on the show, so I'm just gonna send it to you.
So I got something for you.
Next up is Venom number 30. It is the Unknown Comics exclusive variant, graded at 9.4 for 12. Now, Vengeance number 1. It is a first print, graded at 8.0 for 70. It is the first appearance of America Chavez. Now go ahead and do last call for the bottom row. We've got Star Wars Empire number 4, graded at 9.8 for 55. Got Uncanny X-Men number 210, graded at 9.4 for 25. And we've got Venom number 19, graded at 9.2 for 10, which is amazing Mary Jane variant. Sean is wanting B4, which is Venom number 30, graded at 9.4 for 12, the Unknown Comics exclusive variant. Thank you, sir. As I drop my filters. Doug is wanting B3, which is Hulk number 345 McFarlane, graded at 6.5 for 12. Thank you, sir. Next up is the Savage She-Hulk number 22 variant. It is graded at 9.6 for 80. It is the appearance of Jazinda? Jazinda? Jazinda?
That sounds good to me.
You're like, your guess is as good as mine. Oh, why you gotta ask me? Shut up. Next up is Something is Killing the Children, number 25. It is the unlockable variant, graded at 9.8 for 25. I still need to read that series. I've been a bad tidbit and I haven't read it.
Me too. Cool.
Next up is Spawn, number 223. It is the Walking Dead number 1 homage cover, graded at 9.6 for 70. We got G.I. Joe number 114. It is graded at 9.0 for 10. Next up is Strange Academy number 5. It is the Unknown Comics exclusive variant, graded at 9.4 for 15. And last but not least is Sin City, just another Saturday night one-shot. It is graded at 9.2 for 10. Okay, guys and gals, we are going to end it there. Like I did say, I do have some books I still got to put out on the wall for tomorrow morning. If y'all are local, please do come in. Those Marvel books are here, so if you do not have it on your pull list, you can go into the album until 9 a.m. tomorrow. If you are not local, you can also go into that album, make your claims. We will pull it first thing in the morning. If you are local, it will be in your pull tab as of 10 a.m. in the morning. If you are not, we will add it on to next week's pull list. With all that being said, though, guys, please do tune in tomorrow around 4 p.m. I will be on for a live drawing as well as the FOC talk that I do every Friday about the books that are coming out next or for the weekend, which are for pre-order. With all that being said, though, please be careful in the next couple of days, especially if you are in the area with the parades and everything going on. Be kind to each other, treat each other, you wish to be treated, and we will get through this insane world together. I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good night.